Hello, hello, hello. Hello, we should be live now. And we should have sound. Blimey, this was a bit of a... But, okay. I get a thumbs up. That's good, that's good, that's good, that's good. Well, let's just do the technical bits. Dun, 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 dun. Yay! Hello, everybody. I'm back, and it should be working now. I don't know what... Literally, I just restarted the computer, and it worked. So it's sometimes technology, but it works. Hello, everybody. Good to see you all. I'm really sorry for the delay today, but welcome to Elizabeth Craft Designs. Just in case you don't know, my name is David, and today I'm going to be doing the live for you guys. And I'm going to be playing with flowers. No, not my new release, the latest release from the flower collection, because from today that is available on our website, and I know especially the people in the US are waiting for that because we've got the buy it all option, and that is very interesting. So that is that. Now let me tell you, because we have a winner for liking, sharing and commenting, and that is... No, it's not Facebook this time, Femke. It was my computer for some weird reason. So, hello everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Don't forget to like, share and comment, because you will be able to win a $50 gift certificate. And I have a winner for last week, and the winner is Kathleen Barensky. So that is Kathleen Barensky. And Kathleen is the winner of the $50 gift certificate. So congratulations with that. You can send an email to info@ecraftdesigns.com to claim your voucher, and then you can shop at our website. So, yeah, Kathleen Barensky. I hope I pronounced your name correctly. So that was that, before I forget that. And then I'm going to explain to you. We have our ECD ATC Facebook group, and every month we have a prompt or a theme there. And the theme for May is Flower ATC. Well, I just thought today, with the launch of the flowers at our own website, it would be a fantastic idea to make that prompt. So, yeah, that is what we're going to do. So I'm just going to switch the cameras around, and I've actually been playing already off camera and made this beauty just because I couldn't resist, and I was really ready on time, so I just started playing, made an ATC card. Because Yildiz asked me, can you color with VersaFine Clair inks? And of course I'm up for the challenge, so I said, well, let me try. This is what you get. It's a lovely, I can't explain, but it's almost like a speckly effect on the soft finish card. It is gorgeous. And in the new colors for VersaFine Clair, there are lovely colors for flowers. So I just took a brush, blended, turned it into, put it in a background ATC card for the lovely paper from Angelica, the plate, and bam, you've got it. So yes, you can color with VersaFine Clair. I use it to stamp mainly, but I will do more with that because I don't know if the camera picks up on it. But you see, it gives sort of a speckled, I don't know, it's hard to explain, but it is lovely. There you see it more, you see? It grabs the texture of the soft finish card and gives it more, yeah, yumminess. So I'm loving that. I'm not going to do that now, but yeah, just wanted to share with you that so easy it is to make it. But I'm going to do a lot more. I'm going to do a variation on what else did with the inks, but I'm not going to use the inks. So I've got soft finish card here. Hey, Rihanna. Hi, Karen. Thank you for liking, sharing, and commenting. Hey, Angelica is in the house. The lady herself. Look, Angelica, I made a flower with your new release, which is pretty cool. That one was made, just so you know, with this one, the 2116 Florals 27, number 27 already. Wow. Hi, Susanna. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to first see what is this is the textured side. Okay, and I'm going to spray the Bazinga out of this. I'm going to spritz on the back as well and spray on the front. Make it really wet. Hello everybody, welcome that joined in later. I'm just gonna, so there we go. So then I'm gonna take, I've got some colors of Nouveau shimmer powders. I am a huge fan of all sorts of powders. So yeah, that was cool, right, Mary? Had a good time with Els? So I'm just gonna randomly put this on. And it doesn't look like much now, but it will look fantastic when it's done. So, and I'm just mixing up colors because, well, I like that. I can. So I will. So everybody had a good weekend? Because I was here on Friday as well. Soft finish card is a textured cardstock. On one side it's smooth, and on the other side it's got this soft finish. Yeah, it really is soft. You can. It's almost like velvety. Yeah, really cool cardstock. It's normal cardstock. It's quite heavyweight. It's not watercolor paper, but it holds up to water techniques really, really well. I mean, I'm spraying a lot of water on here now. And now I'm just gonna smoosh this around a bit. Even more water. I'm gonna run that around. And if it runs off, that's fine. But I just want this whole thing covered. So then I'm gonna place some more. Just having fun and really saturating this. Oh, that's nice, Stephanie. I'm just using my finger, and I've got a brush. I can use a brush if I want to. So I'm just covering up this whole paper. Then, okay, your fingers will get dirty. I agree, Corey, it's the best. It's absolutely the best for flowers and shaping. This is also what I made with soft finish card, what I just showed you. Now what I'm going to do is what Els did as well. I'm going to crumble this up and really squash it. So yes, my fingers will be a right mess. Right, Ellen? Good? Stukje. A small walk. I'm just absorbing this. Da, 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 da. Okay, then I'm going to unfold carefully because I don't want to rip it. But now all that moisture that was in there is absorbed into the paper. And you get this nice wrinkly texture. I'm just going to mop this up while I'm at it. So then I'm going to dry this. What I used is Nouveau shimmer powders and Catherine Wheeler. I thought it was Catherine Wheeler. Oh, okay. No, Catherine Wheel, okay. This is Lilac Waterfall. And this is Cherry Bomb. Okay, it's not completely dry, but that's not necessary. What I'm going to do next is I'm going to take frayed burlap and I'm going to go direct to paper. I'm just going to go over this. Don't press too hard. I just want to catch all the raised areas. So this is already different as what Els did. The basics is the same. Just drench it all. So just like that. And I'm going to put that to the side to dry. But look the texture you get. So fun. So fun. Okay, that's one. But I also need leaves. So, rinse and repeat. I've got two colors of green. Green Parade. Hey, Anne-Marie, good that you're here. And Falling Leaves. Hi, Ivor. Sorry, not sorry, Terry. So spritzing the back, spritzing the front, and put on the powder. And I'm going a bit quicker this time because, well, you've just seen me. Again, sorry, not sorry. I just love these two colors of green together, the freshness and the... Oh, Yildiz, did you see the beginning? Just in case you didn't. This is one I made with colored with VersaFine Clair. It really works. So... do it like this. Boom, 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 boom. And I'm just going to use my fingers to dissolve all that pigment that's in there. And you can use your infusions for this if you have, what is the other one? Brush-outs you can use, any kind. But I wanted the shimmer powders for this one because I like the shimmer for some reason. So... and then I'm going to crumble this up again. So now I've got a mixture of green and pink on my hands. Hi Martina. Martina, I sent you a message on Instagram. And then you unfold it and you get this. Cool, right? So again, I'm going to dry that. Just let me dry off my hands. Sorry, Karen. But what you see is because you crease it, and you also saw that on the pink, you already get a darker creases. For some reason it grabs hold of there more. I think it's because you break the fibers of the paper. I just share my passion with you guys. That's all I do. That's all I do. I'm shimmering. So next, frayed burlap. And I'm going to go over that. No pressure, don't press too hard. Just like so. Another piece done. So put that to the side to dry. So I'm going to do one more because I've got a decorative element that I want to use. So again, I'm going to quickly show you the technique. Oh, I'm happy to hear that. It's not just me. That's good. Water, water, water. Lots of water. And now I'm just going to use this one color of sort of brownish because there's so much color in there. You see that? It's like a color explosion. Really, really fun. So I'm just gonna help it along a bit to the edges so it can already sink in a bit. And again, doesn't have to be perfect. Be careful though, soft finish card. If you keep rubbing it, it will break apart on you. So then you're gonna crinkle that up and really squeeze the bajinga out of that. This one is called Golden Sparkler. It really is Golden Sparkler. So I'm going to unfold that. Ta-da! And if I don't think there's enough wrinkles, I will just go in and do it like that. There we go. And dry that a bit. These can go to the side. Don't need them for now. And it's really funny, it's true what Elle said, it almost feels like sort of a leather suede finish when you do this, when you wet it completely and crunch it up. So yeah, for the people that tuned in later, what I'm doing is I'm working on the May prompt for the Elizabeth Craft Designs ATC group, and that is, the prompt is flowers for May. So that's why I'm working with the flowers, because today is the day that the latest flower release from Angelica is released on our own website. So that's why I thought, well, that's a good combination. This is soft finish card, and I'm working on the rough side. Venna? I will get to that in a second. Louis? Yes, it does. It's very vulnerable when it's wet, but once it's dry, it's strong again. So that's dry enough for now. So you take your frayed burlap again, or any other brown color you can use, but I like frayed burlap, and do that again. Now I can already see a journal page out of this. Really fun. Just die cut a journal page, especially in this color scheme, and then build up something with flowers. Don't build too much dimension then, but look. Now what I do, that is quite an important thing. You don't have to, but I did that. I ran it through my die cutting machine first without dies. So then it flattens out and it's easier to die cut because, as you can see, it's got a lot of texture. And especially one of the dies that I'm using, it needs to be really flat. So you could easily color both sides. I didn't do that because I'm not going to shape my flowers. Well, not that much. So, because it's an ATC card and that needs to be quite flat. With this one, I did color both sides of the flowers, of the petals, but not in this case. So, this needs to dry. This needs to be really dry before you cut it, because otherwise it will, hi Michelle, it will tear. But these are the 3 papers I made, and as you can see, I've already prepared and die cut loads from it. This is what frayed burlap looks like when it's dry. You can see the shimmer in the green. So that is already prepared, because otherwise you would have been, it would have been like watching paint dry. So I'm going to put these to the side. I'm going to use these for another project. They're not going to go to waste. Exactly, laminator, but even the die cutting machine just flattens it out once it's dry. I did that and I die cut out of that. That was very, very easy. So what I've done, I've got 3, hey, let me clean this up, because that will be a disaster to happen, waiting to happen. But a laminator, good idea, Michelle. I'll remember that. There we go. So I've got 3 ATC cards ready to go, and these are all cut out of that lovely new paper pack from Angelica. No, that is soft finish cardstock, Yuko. Just plain soft finish card. Right, on the back I'm going to stamp, because I'm going to build layers up front. So this stamp comes from the ATC special kit, and I'm going to stamp using blue, medieval blue. First things first. I'm going to ink that up and stamp that down right there. That's one. There's something on my stamp that should not be there. What's that? Go away. Go away. There we go. Do another one. Just quickly stamp these 3 ATC cards out. Now, if you forget, it's not a disaster, then you use the die that matches this and cut it out and stick it to the back. So that's why I made a die with it. Yeah, you can do this with any kind of pigment powder. I just chose to use the Nouveau ones, but I think it would be great if you want more of a grungy look. It would be fantastic with infusions. So that's next on my list to try. Right, next I'm going to take this stamp set, the CS348, and I'm going to use the text stamp, the script stamp. And I'm going to freehand that. So I'm going to stick that on my hand, ink it up, and stamp that onto that side of my ATC card. And perfection is overrated. Doesn't have to be perfect at all. Well, I don't know where you are, but go online, because these pigment powders are quite easily, I know they are available in the US, because I got to know them through a lady in the US, so that's why I know. So that's that. Let me clean this up. So, next what I've got is, let me show you, using this die. I'm going to tell you which one I used. This one. It's the 2121 Elegant Decorative Borders. I've cut out this one out of that beigey paper we made, the gold color. Cut that out and cut it in half. So if you do that, this is the original size. If you cut it in half, it fits on an ATC perfectly. So thank you for liking, sharing and commenting. You can use any pigment powder. So I know, for instance, Michelle from Everything Scrapbook and More, she has the infusions. You can use that for this technique. So I've also cut it out of black because I want to create sort of a shadow layer. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make it easy on myself. Let me see if I have a sponge thingy. I do. So there we go. I'm just going to grab some glue and dab that on the back of this. And then I will just line this up and offset that ever so slightly. So you get sort of a shadow layer behind that. That's fun look. I'm not sure you can see it, but there it is. So that's one done. Then I'm gonna glue this up again. And put some glue behind there. And then I'm going to line this up towards the left side. So not completely to the left, but just offset from the middle. And that's how I'm building up my cards. So I'm loving this, that you see the texture of that text stamp behind there. I'm just going to take my finger and glue this down. And I love the blue with that brown. That is just a gorgeous combination. So let me quickly do the other one. I've got everything prepared here, because I just thought if you need to see me die cut all of this out of the papers we just made, that will take forever. So I'm just gonna pick up my glue and dab that on the back of this and stick it on to this one, slightly offset. There we go. That is that. Make sure it's completely adhered. Hi Dineke, welkom. And another one. I find this an easy way to do these intricate things. Get my card and glue it down. There we go. And then I've got a third one, and I've already glued those two together, so that is going to be slightly quicker. I prefer to use the soft finish cardstock from Elizabeth Craft Designs. It's making the most beautiful, gorgeous flowers, and yeah, you really don't want anything else once you've tried that, because it keeps the shape, especially if you spritz a tiny bit of water on the back. It will really hold its shape, and I love that. I've got those tape runners, but for some reason they are not friends with me. Okay, so these are the bases of my ATC cards, already done. Well, no, not done. I'm lying to you. But this needs to dry before I do the next thingy. Right, next I'm going to take my Wow embossing powder, and I'm just going to go around the edges. I need to trim this. There's a hair that I need to trim off, and I knew that, but I forgot. There we go. Just a tiny bit. So this is just sticky embossing ink, and I've got some gold embossing powder here. I'm just going to dip that in like so. This needs a bit more ink. There we go. And I'm going to heat set that. You can do it both ways. But I think the majority is made in portrait. You see that grungy look it gets just by doing it like that? Love that. So I'm just going to quickly, let me see if I can find that easily. And I do have it here. I'm just going to try something else quickly, because I don't like, this is not really doing much. Trim off the back of this. It's what I said, sometimes I make them horizontal, but the majority is portrait mode. I think my embossing powder is getting old. Oh no, it's working fine now. I left it open and I didn't notice it was open for a couple of weeks. And there we go, this one. So I was just wondering, and I know it can get old, but it works. So I know it's sold out completely worldwide, and it's coming back in stock soon, but I know it's sold out. Well, it just doesn't melt as nicely, but it's not bad at all. I think my embossing ink pad is getting dry, so I need to re-ink. It's getting hot. Because now it's getting perfect. See that? I love the look. Love it. So just quickly let me do this one, and then we can move on to the flowers. So what I do is I put on the ink and I just dip it in. You see? Very simple, very easy. No rocket science. Anyone can do this, if you have the material, of course. So, the last bit of melting. There we go. So that is that done. Let me close up this up properly. There we go. So that's 3 base cards done. That way, David. Yep, there we go. 3 base cards done. These are already gorgeous, right? I know, Stephanie, I do that all the time, and then I go like, oh, don't do that. Just a nitwit. You know that by now, right? But that's a good tip. Right. Flower time. Let me get these out. And this is what it looks like if you cut the leaves out of the green. Pretty cool, I think, right? So that's the leaves, and then I've got my flowers here, and I just need to stamp on the centers of the bigger ones. But I love the grunge on the flowers. That is pretty cool. Right, so I'm going to take, this is stamp set. If you make flowers and you don't have this stamp set, you need it, really. This is the CS343, no, that's the wrong, but I don't know what's called. That's my own stamp, Joan Fraser's. Yeah, don't know about the name, so if someone can pop that in, that would be great. But you need those flower centers. That is definitely sure. Now, I'm just going to quickly stamp these on there. I'm staying in the pink. And then I think I'm going to move one size down. I've heard somebody say that embossing powder can get old as well. I don't know. I have never... But yeah, I think I just need to re-ink my WOW ink pad. I use that a lot. So, you see, fun little flower centers. Thanks for putting that link in, Dani. Pretty sure it's Dani. Now, here I'm going to do something weird. I'm going to take the smallest stamp, and I want that black that I have in the shadow layer, I want that to come back. So I'm going to stamp these two, the smallest ones, in black. And then I'm going to build them up. As I said, I'm not going to shape these because I want them to be flattish on my, how do you call it, ATC card. But I'm going to do quickly just the tips, put on some frayed burlap on the tips just to grunge it up. Because, well, hey, it wouldn't be me if it's not grungy, right? Pink flowers. Who would have thought that years ago? Well, 2 years ago, fairly. And now I'm making pink flowers, but they're gorgeous, so they're fun to work with. Oh yeah, thank you, I didn't tell you that. These are Florals 28s that I've used. Sorry. No, these don't really need it, but I will. But it's just a very cool effect that you get from... Hi Janice. Good to see you here. I think next time I'm coming over, Janice, we need to make a date again, because I'm getting a lot of people saying, come back to the UK, come back to the UK. So we need to talk when I know. What do you mean? This one? This is the Flower Centers one. So now, this is the easiest bit there is. I'm just gonna put some glue. Put on one. And some glue in the center again. So now I'm just building that up. And again, I'm not giving dimension to the flowers, but I do build up the layers. And I'm only going to glue them in the center, so I can still sort of move them around if I want to. I can even do this, like give them a bit of a bend. But yeah, as I said, it doesn't need it. No, I've not been to Ontario. I'm going to be in Florida end of June. So that is the US, but I know that's quite a long way. But that's the first time I'm going to be in the US. Well, teaching, that is. I've been in the US before, but... So, and then last but not least... Oh, no, I've got two more. I've even got two more. So I'm going to build up a lot of layers on this flower. That's wrong. There. And I'm constantly offsetting them, and that gives them really nice dimension, you see? Are you sure about that, Michelle? No, it'll be fun. It will be fun. So, now I'm just pressing this down a tiny bit. Then I'm going to do a tiny dot of glue in there. Take my prills. And put that on there. Way too much, I know, but it's just fun to, you see? I'm going to just press that in the glue a bit. And that is my flower complete. Put the prills back. Come on. I can handle it. I stood in front of 1,000 Tupperware ladies. So, where did my... I'm looking for the... Oh, here it is. No, it's not. It'll come back. Oh, here it is. No, no Dutch retreat this year. So, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue this one down. Right there. And I'm going to put this one right under there. Building it up like that. Putting a smaller one there. Thank you, guys. Marloes just doesn't have the time to organize it. Organizing an event like that is a lot of work, and there are other things that are, yeah, more urgent. Plus, and that's another very, very valid reason, it's getting more and more expensive. And that is also a challenge. I mean, you guys only want to pay that so much, and we understand that. But a hotel is getting more expensive, and everything. Travel expense, you name it. So that's why we're not doing it this year. There we go. Pretty, right? I like it. And then this one, I'm going to let come in from the top. Just put some more glue on, because like from there, and I'll trim off the excess. And then I've got these tiny little flowers that I'm going to etch quickly. I'm just going to put these down. Like so. Etch it. And I've got this tiny little one going on top of that. Now, of course, you can build this as long and big as you want. I just like to do it like this. There we go. And then on top of that, I'm even going to place these tiny ones, because I like that. So I'm just shoving that in. And I'm not going to give these the freight burlap, because that's, well, these are too small for my hands. Yeah, cool look, right? That sort of was my inspiration, Belinda. Now, with this technique that I'm doing now, keeping it flat, you can also just use it in your journal or in your planner, because then it's still a bit bulky, but yeah. Yeah, they're really mini. Right. And they are even gonna get some frills. And then with my tweezer I'll just shape that a bit so that it's in the center. And then when that glue is dry, you see that I nearly knocked it over. That will be on there. So that's that. There we go. That green should be in there. Yeah, well, you get used to it. But don't tell anyone outside this organization that I can actually do multiple things at the same time. That's a secret. Nobody needs to know. Nobody needs to know. Right, I think this needs a bit of a sentiment, so just gonna cut out. Is that too big? No, that's fine. It's a good day. This comes from my sentiment, no, journal phrases and more 3. The only way is by boat or by plane. Florida is easier than see, that's going to go there, but it needs some ink. It needs some ink. If I've got a notebook next to my bed, and if I have an idea, I write it down. That's going to go there. See, one of these journal phrases, it says sleep is overrated. That is for a reason. Stephanie, I know the feeling. They're prills. So this is the first card done. How much fun is that? I'm really loving it. Right, I'm going to do the second one, and then the third one I'll do off camera, because the second one I've already got prepared. It's already glued together. So we can have fun with that. And it's even got the prills on it already, so I can finish this one quite quickly. So I'll put some glue on. Like that. And I mean, this is on an ATC card, but yes, you can do it on a normal card. Just add a few more flowers, but the idea is the same. The technique is the same. That's what I like about ATCs. You can try out techniques and see if you like it before you do it on a big scale, or even before you do it in a journal. That's that. Then I'm going to put this small one under there. And that's what I really like about working on these ATCs. It's small, but you can really test out some things, and yeah. There we go. That's that. And then this one is going to go right there. It was quick, right? We had a bit of a false start with the sound not working, but that was my computer playing up. This one is going to go there. I just like that. It's coming sort of hanging from the top as well. That makes it even more like a flower trellis. This is a really fun set, the border. I will use that in my journal as well. Don't know when, because probably this is going to be my last live and last video for this week, because I need to save some energy to pack, and then I'm going to go on holiday for 2 weeks. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to film this week or not. Yeah, Sandra, we see you. So I'm not sure, but that definitely after my holiday, I'm going to be back, because then it's nearly time for my new release. But that will be in a couple of weeks, month. Can't speak anymore, David. So, it also would make a beautiful card. Absolutely. I'm going to Egypt. Gonna be on the beach for 2 weeks, recovering from concussion and whiplash. So that's good. Gives me some rest. And I hope to be completely back up and running when I'm back. I'm doing better. The weekend I did nothing, sort of, which is hard for me, really hard for me. But I took my rest. There we go. 2 ATC cards done. And I've got enough to make a third one. But yeah, I'll do that off camera. But look at how gorgeous this is. You see that? Yeah, timing is fantastic. Timing is fantastic. Well, rum and coke has water in it, right? Gin tonic has water in it. And look, these are drying nicely. You see? This is what we started with. You see, when that frayed burlap is dry, it dries a lot lighter. So this is what we started with, and we turned that into this. So I hope you liked it. If you do, don't forget to like, share and comment. Then you will be able to win a $50 gift certificate. Thank you all for joining me. I'm spot on time, and I will see you all very soon. Well, I don't know. I just said I don't know when I will see you. So I'll see you all when I see you. Have a fantastic time, and I'll see you hopefully soon. Bye.